There's this moment that happens to almost every new parent. You're holding your baby for the first time, or maybe you're up at 3 a.m. doing a feeding, and suddenly it hits you. I am responsible for this human being. And then about 5 seconds later, oh God, what happens if something happens to me? If you've had that thought, you're not being paranoid and you're not alone. You're being a good parent. Because that instinct to protect your kid, that's exactly what life insurance is for. Let us walk you through why this matters so much and how to actually think about it. Why this changes everything. Before kids, life insurance was kind of abstract. Like, yeah, it would be nice to have, but there wasn't this urgent need. After kids, everything changes. Because now it's not just about you or even your partner. It's about this little person who's completely dependent on you for literally everything. Your income isn't just paying for your lifestyle anymore. It's paying for keeping a roof over their head, food, clothes, all the basics, daycare or future childcare, education savings. Have you seen RESP contribution targets lately? Activities, sports, music lessons, all the things you want them to experience. And honestly, just giving them the childhood you want them to have. If you're not there to provide that income, where does all that money come from? That's what life insurance answers. How much do you actually need? Remember that simple formula we talked about before? The present value of your after-tax income. That still applies. But as a new parent, we want you to really think about this. Because it's not just about maintaining your partner's lifestyle. It's about fully funding your child's upbringing. Let's say you're bringing home $80,000 after tax. That's $2 million in coverage using our formula. We know that sounds like a huge number, but think about what it's doing. That $2 million, properly invested, generates about $80,000 per year in income. Forever. Your child gets raised with the exact same financial resources they would have had if you were there. They don't have to move. They don't have to switch schools. Your partner doesn't have to work 3 jobs. The RESP still gets funded. Life goes on. And what does $2 million in coverage actually cost? For a healthy 35-year-old male, we're talking $99 per month. Think about that. You spend more than that on diapers. For the cost of basic baby supplies, you guarantee your child's entire financial future. Both parents need coverage. Here's a mistake we see constantly. Couples only insuring the primary income earner. Listen carefully. The stay-at-home parent or the lower-earning parent needs life insurance too. Why? Because if something happens to you as a parent who's doing childcare, guess what? The surviving parent now needs to pay for full-time daycare or nanny services. This might require reduced work hours. The household duties that were being handled, now you're paying people to do them. The economic value of a stay-at-home parent is massive. Insure it. Get this done while you're young. You just had a baby. You're probably in your late 20s or 30s. You're likely still pretty healthy. This is literally the best time to lock in life insurance. Because here's what happens as your kids get older. You get older too. Rates go up. Health things start creeping into your medical record. And suddenly, what would have cost you $99 a month at 35 costs you $183 a month at 42. Lock it in now while it's cheap and you're done. You don't have to think about it again for 20 or 30 years. The sleep well at night factor. Look, being a new parent is stressful enough. You're sleep deprived. You're worried about everything. You're Googling symptoms at 2 a.m. Getting your life insurance sorted gives you one less thing to worry about. It's this weird mental freedom where you know that even in the absolute worst case scenario, your kid is going to be financially okay. You can focus on the actual joys of parenting instead of having this nagging voice in the back of your head saying, I really should get life insurance. How to actually do this. Here's the simple version. Go to the Policy Ninja website. Tell us your after-tax income. We'll calculate your coverage need. We'll show you what it costs across multiple insurers. You'll pick the best one. We'll handle the paperwork. 10 days later, you're done. You can do most of this during nap time. We've literally had clients complete applications while their baby slept on them. Being a new parent is overwhelming. Life insurance doesn't have to be part of that overwhelm. It's actually one of the simplest, most straightforward financial decisions you'll make. So if you've been meaning to do this since the baby was born, stop meaning to and actually do it. Your kid deserves that protection. And honestly, you deserve the peace of mind.